The Sokoto Mystery has deepened into a full-blown crisis of confidence, and the silence from the authorities is starting to look less like security protocol and more like a terrifying cover-up that demands immediate answers. It is Friday, November 28th, 2025, and if you are a Biafran or just a concerned Nigerian watching the news today, you have every right to be asking the hard questions, because the headline you saw is not just clickbait. It is the pulse of a nation in the dark. Is Nnamdi Kanu really in Sokoto jail? Biafrans need to know. No public appearance since life sentence. We are broadcasting this investigative special to connect the dots that the mainstream media is afraid to touch, looking at the timeline of events from the life sentence on November 20th to the frantic legal maneuvers of this past week. And we are asking, where is the proof of life? Why has the government refused to show us a single image of the most high-profile prisoner in Nigeria since he was supposedly moved to the northwest? Let's get straight to the gist of this phantom transfer, because the details are not adding up. It has been exactly 9 days since Justice James Omotosho sentenced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment, and 8 days since his lawyer, barrister aloy ejimakor, raised the alarm on Friday, November 21st, that Kanu had been secretly moved to Sokoto Prison. But since that day, what have we seen? Absolutely nothing. We had reports on Thursday, November 27th, that ejimakor and Kanu's brother visited him, and they even released a photo. But look closely at that photo. It showed them in Sokoto, standing outside the facility or at the airport. But it did not show Kanu. Did the Nigerian Correctional Service release a booking photo like they do for other high-profile inmates? No. Did he appear in court today, Friday, November 28th, when the appeal court struck out his right suit? No. His lawyer, Maxwell Opara, was forced to confirm to the judges that he was in Sokoto, but did Opara see him that morning before court, or was he just repeating what the DSS told him to say? This is the ghost prisoner phenomenon, where the government tells us he is there, the lawyers are forced to accept he is there, but the public, the millions who follow him, are being asked to believe without seeing, fueling the suspicion that he might not be there at all. This brings us to the Lakurawa risk factor, which makes the silence even more dangerous. Sokoto is not just any location right now. It is currently the operational headquarters of the new terror group, Lakurawa, which we have been reporting on for weeks as they sweep through villages in Tangaza and Gudu, imposing their own laws. The conspiracy theory gaining ground is terrifying. Is Nnamdi Kanu being used as bait in a region swarming with terrorists who are hostile to his ideology? Or worse, is he even in the prison at all? Some security analysts are whispering that Sokoto might be a massive diversion, a decoy to focus everyone's eyes on the northwest, while the government holds him in a black site or military detention facility elsewhere to prevent a jailbreak attempt by his supporters. If he is in Sokoto, why the total blackout? When other high-profile prisoners like Evans the kidnapper or Wadume were moved, we saw photos of them in their new environments. Why is Kanu different? The secrecy suggests fear, and fear suggests that they are hiding something they don't want us to see. We also have to look at the summons drama from yesterday to understand the game being played. The appeal court struck out his human rights suit because it was academic, saying, "You wanted to leave DSS, you have left DSS, case closed." But remember the drama on Thursday about the missing warrant? The court summoned him but didn't sign the order to bring him physically to Abuja. This feels like a calculated game to keep him hidden, because by ensuring he didn't appear in court yesterday, the government avoided the risk of him speaking to the press. They avoided the risk of us seeing his physical condition, and they kept the iron curtain closed tight. It raises the question, did they refuse to bring him because of logistics or because they couldn't bring him? This leads us to the undeniable power of visibility in the age of information, because visibility is life. When a prisoner disappears from the public eye in Nigeria, history teaches us that their safety is no longer guaranteed. We saw this with MKO Abiola. We saw this with Saro Wiwa. The demand for proof of life is not just about curiosity, it is about survival. If Nnamdi Kanu is truly the prison president, as reports claimed yesterday, ruling the inmates and turning the cell block into a mini radio station, then let us see him waving to his constituents. If he is safe, let his family do a video call or release a picture of him in the prison yard. The refusal to provide this simple proof is what is fueling the conspiracy theory that something is wrong, that perhaps his health has deteriorated or that he has been moved to a location even his lawyers don't know about. So, is he in Sokoto? Legally, yes, that is what the papers say. Physically, we have zero proof. The no public appearance since the life sentence is a deliberate strategy by the state to erase his image from your mind, to make you forget the man and focus on the myth. But Biafrans, and indeed all Nigerians, have a right to know if a citizen sentenced to life is safe in custody. What do you think? Is the government hiding Nnamdi Kanu for security reasons? Or is there a darker plot at play? Drop your comments below because we need to keep asking, where is he?